Hey guys, what's up? We're on to our next project. It's a 1970 Monte Carlo convertible, and we are putting in LQ9 6-liter engine and 4L60E transmission. And we've already actually kind of got started. We just got the motor set in right now, so I'm kind of late starting and after pulling the motor and whatnot, but no one really cares to see that anyways, most likely. So some of the things we have going on with this one is we're using muscle rods, BRP, whatever you want to call them, mounts. We actually had to modify the cross member a little bit because of the convertible swap on this. Otherwise it would have fit right in. So BRP, we got Sanderson headers on this one. We're using ICT billet accessory drive to use truck accessories, and a high mount Sandon SD7 or SD5 compressor to go with the Vintage Air AC kit. We just made radiator and fan setup that I'll be dropping in here in a second. We'll be starting on the wiring today. We'll get the intake manifold set back on there, and I just already called to get a drive shaft made. So we will probably be moving along on this one pretty quick. Probably have this one done really by the end of the week. We're already pretty far along, so just stick around and watch the build. Well, here's something you run into on pretty much every LS that we get out of a yard: broken bolts. And I was just about to put this other header on for the last time, and right there we got a broken bolt in the last hole down there. So now I get to try and figure out what I'm gonna do. I think at this point I'm gonna pull the fender skirt, see if I can tack a nut on the what's left of the bolt, and see if I can get it out that way. And we'll go from there. Hopefully we don't have to pull the head off. That would really eat up a lot of time, but we'll see what we can do. Well, a couple hours later and we're back. Doing head bolts is a pain, and usually it's better to do it off the car, but sometimes you just got to work with what you got and just get her done. So now that we got that, we can get back to putting everything back together. So stick around, keep going. End of day 2 on the Monte build. Got the Vintage Air AC 99% completed. Just got some wires to hook up, battery power, 12-volt switch. So we got that in. Got the intake manifold on. We got all the harness done. So I put the harness in. I guess I'll show you what's going on here. Hopefully you can see it. So I got the AC all run. Sanding compressor. Still got my custom radiator sport. It's pretty awesome. So we got that all hooked up down there. I used the Chevrolet kit. The Monte kit is basically the same car, so it's a little bit different, but I wanted all the hoses to come out over here so it's cleaner, so I could run them through the fender. So I actually didn't even really use the Chevrolet hoses to go out over here and around and whatever. So got the intake on. You can see where my wiring goes through in the back. It's all nice and clean. I got some wires, like I said, down there for the Vintage Air, but for whatever reason this car must be a little bit longer than the Chevelle. This is my Chevelle hose that I would normally use, and it don't fit, so I'll have to figure that out and get some power steering lines made tomorrow. And we'll be one step closer to firing this thing off. So stick around. we'll be back tomorrow to do some more stuff. So we'll see you then. What's up, everyone? We're back. It's day 5 now. I know it was a couple days since I didn't really do anything. Most of it was putting the AC system in, and no one really wants to watch that. It sucks every time. It's just a long process. Take the whole dash out. It never gets better with every one, and we do it on every one. So it's just something we do on every car. But so we got pretty much everything in now. I'm just gonna start making battery cables up. Everything else is together. We got pretty much everything ready to go. I have to get the purple wire out of that, which is the original starter wire, and hook that into the starter to get it to start. I just got an old battery sitting there for now. Got a new battery sitting on the floor. I'll start making cables up. I've got another radiator upper hold down coming that I'll have to modify a little bit to get around this radiator that I use. I got the fans, started wiring that in last night. That'll be all wired up. I need to add a port for the steam tube into this, which will be here in a minute. Weld that up. I got all the lines run. I got powers running up for the vintage air, and that's about it. We should be pretty close to firing here shortly. Probably by the end of the day, I would imagine that we'll probably fire it up. I do need some spacers for the fuel rail to fit the truck injectors into the intake, but other than that, it's coming along pretty good. Got hoses to fit. Just got to get some clamps on those, get a belt on it, and that's about it. We got power steering lines made yesterday. So yeah, she's almost there, and that's about it. All right, Monte Carlo is all done. Customer's on his way to pick it up right now, so let's go out and take a look at it quick. All right, I'll give you a rundown, just a recap of what we got going on with this car. So we got a 2005 6-liter out of a 2500 truck with a 4L60E transmission. It is mounted with BRP or muscle rods, engine and transmission mounts. We have a ICT billet, brackets with the Sandin SD5 compressor, the truck accessories, L99 or 2010 automatic Camaro water pump to put it on the same belt line and have the driver's side outlet. We have a Northern radiator with Durrell dual fans. Some of you may be questioning what that LS intake manifold is. It is a LS3 intake. Some of you are probably going, how is that possible? But we have adapter brackets from ICT billet to get that on there. Use the truck throttle body with the LS3 rails with the truck injectors. We have Sanderson headers, vintage air, deleted all that. It's actually going to the body shop next, so they'll
take care of all that. That's about it. It's pretty clean installation, pretty standard swap around here. Runs and drives great, just like a 2005 Silverado. We got gauges from Classic Instruments. Another semi-popular gauge choice. We have the vintage air controls. We have an updated radio with Bluetooth and all that good stuff. Pretty clean setup. Got all the customers say he's going to take care of the stereo, adding a stereo, so it's all kind of hanging out right now, but that's pretty much it. It's a nice little swap. Runs and drives like a truck. Sounds like a truck. Got dual exhaust. I believe we did pipes exhaust on this one as well. I don't remember, but we use pipes exhaust on pretty much everything. It's got CPP brakes all the way around. Well, that's it. That's the Monte Carlo build. If you have any questions on the build, let us know. I'm happy to answer whatever we can. If you have a question on any other build, you know, hit us in the comments. Happy to answer whatever I can. If you like this video, if I can do anything different, if I can get more in-depth, it's hard to carry around the camera and remember to film when I should be working, but I know that people like to see the play-by-play. So just let me know. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, and I'll keep the videos coming. Thanks for watching.